Alright, here we are looking at number 22 from the review. I said in class that there were some typos and to change some numbers, but I actually think we can do the whole thing using the original numbers listed on the document. So here's my attempt to explain that to you. Looking at the numbers at hand, you want to always start with the most rigid conditions and then work your way out. So if you look here at the bottom, we have 8. That is the most rigid condition, and it says that we need help from all 3 sources. And so I'm going to put an 8 right smack dab in the middle. If we kind of label this a little bit better, this would be my government. This will be my private scholarships. And the bottom one will do aid from college. Okay, the next piece of this puzzle, let me erase this, is that 28 receive private scholarships and aid from the college. So private scholarships and aid from the college. The thing that's a little bit weird about this is the private scholarships and aid involve this entire piece. And so if there's 28 total, but there's already 8 inside here, there must be 20 in here, because this 28 comes from 20 plus 8. Using a similar reasoning, if you look at the 18 for receive government grants and aid from college, government grants and aid, we're talking about this overlap. And if there's 18 total, using the similar reasoning, this would have to be 10. So we'd have 10 plus 8 to give us an 18. And lastly, receiving government grants and private scholarships with a total at 23. We're looking at this region. If that entire thing needs to be 23, then this would have to be a 15. And so now we've accounted for, if you look at the left, we've accounted for this number, this number, this number, and this number. Continuing this, if we have 43 people that receive aid from the college, let me see if I can get a better color up here. Come on, there we go. That means that in this circle, the total needs to be 43. We've got 10 plus 20 is 30, 38, but the whole thing needs to be 43, so this is going to have to be a 5. Similarly, receive private scholarships. This whole thing, private scholarships, this whole thing right here needs to be 55. And we've got 20, 35, 43, which would make this one have to be 12. Notice that the sum of all of these has to be 55. And then last but not least, using the similar logic, if we want 49, we would say that 49 minus 15 minus 10 minus 8, kind of another way of looking at it. We've got 25, 33, so we got 49 minus 33. We've got 16 left over to go in here. So now all our numbers match up according to all the conditions up here on the left-hand side. If we want to check our work, we can say that the total number of students should add up to 100. And so if we look at this and say, okay, 16 plus 15 plus 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 20 plus 5. We've got 10, 20, 30, 41, 42, 43, 53, 61, 71, 81, 86, which means the remaining 14 would be part of our universal set, which we could put out here. I hope now you have the strategy, and now you can kind of look at 28 with the Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and Green Spot example, and see if you can crank that out on your own. Good luck, and email me if you have any questions.